Hey, what's going on, everybody? I know who it is. It's JJ. We're back at it like an addict, no rehab, because I'm addicted to giving you guys advice. So, I've been getting people have been asking me like why I stopped doing the adult license in each state videos and stuff like that. Well, I'll get back to them. If it's a certain state y'all want me to get down to it, um, let me know in the comment section below. But let's talk about that right quick, because a lot of people keep asking me like, "Oh, dealer's license and what does it take and stuff like that." I mean, getting a dealer's license, man, you have to first ask yourself, are you ready to run a business? Have Are you prepared to run and operate a business? Because that's what a dealer license is. It's not just, oh, you get the dealer license and I go buy, I can go buy unlimited cars. Yes, you get the dealer license. Yes, you can go buy unlimited cars, but you have to understand and ask yourself, are you ready to run a business? Selling cars on the street is different than running a business. Are you ready to run a business? Are you ready to open for hours of operation? Or do you have that time dedicated? Are you ready, to stop, because if you're working a job and selling a car every now and again, are you ready to maybe go 2 weeks without selling a car, a month without selling a car and not making any money? Are you ready for that? This is the things you have to ask yourself. Are you ready to, you know, build your business? Are you ready to build the business? A lot of people, y'all answering about a dealer's license because y'all just see it in the flipping the car part. That's just one part about you, but do you have a team ready to run a business? Are you going to run the business solo? Because the dealer's license is a business. Are you ready? Are you responsible enough to keep your bills paid? Paying your rent to your landlord or whoever. Are you responsible? Keeping up with all your bills. Because you have to keep up with all your tax stuff for your tax purposes. When you're flipping a car on the street, that's just, hey, I sold the car and I flipped the money and I don't have to report to nobody. But no, once you start this business, you have to keep all your receipts, keep all this in order. You have to get you a CPA or a tax professional. So you have to be ready to pay a tax professional. So you have to pay a tax professional, so either that or a CPA. You're gonna have to keep up with your electric bill. You're gonna have to keep up with your bond. You're gonna have to keep up with your licensing. Are you ready to buy all these cars and keeping up with titles? Are you are you ready to deal with customers? Because selling a car on the street is a lot different. Because okay, I sold this car to you. We met up. I sold this car. Maybe a day or so later, something maybe went wrong with her, or maybe nothing went wrong. But just say something went wrong with a day or later. Now you have a place of business where this person comes back to you, and now you have to hear these people's problems. You can't just like, oh, sold this part. So now you have to. Are you ready to get into that where you're dealing with people's problems? Because it doesn't matter if you're selling a car for 500. Doesn't matter if you're selling a car for 2,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. You're gonna eventually run into those customers that's gonna have it's gonna be something wrong. Either it's gonna be buyer's remorse because they bought the car and they seen it somewhere else cheaper, or they bought the car and something's going on with the car that they can't figure out, or something going on with the car that you can't figure out, or you bought the car and you sold the car, you can't get the personal title or something like that, or it's a title situation, or or for some reason you sold the car and the deal didn't go through for some reason. It's a lot of stuff that you have to ask yourself. Like, are you ready to start a business? Don't just look at it like, oh, I got a dealer license and that's it. I was if you're not ready, you have to ask yourself, are you ready to run a business? That's what you have to ask yourself. Are you ready to run a business, or do you have enough people with you where you can run a business and still do other things like I do? It's me and my partners. I have me, my brothers and cousin, and all that. We have partners, so it's like the burden's not solely on me. I handle all the paperwork and everything like that, just because that's something that I like to do. So you have to ask yourself, are you the person? Or do you need to build you a team? Are you the person that likes doing the paperwork and keeping everything organized and keeping the ship running? Or are you just the person that wants to go out there and buy a car? So you have to ask yourself, I need to build a team first? Build me a team, because when you're dealing with money, you can lose a lot of friends. You lose a lot of friends, family, whoever. Because this is going to be your money or their money or both of y'all money's tied up in this. So you have to ask yourself, are you ready to do this? Are you wanting to do it on your own? Because now you're doing it on your own. Now you have to be the person to buy the car, get the car fixed, get the car ready, sell the car. Are you ready to do that whole process without getting paid? It's like I'm gonna keep reiterating that. It's either to just buy, like, hey, I'm working a job. Oh, well, with the day I'm off, let me go buy this car. I take my time, get it ready, and then I eventually sell it. You know, that's different. You know, because you still, are you ready to make yourself uncomfortable? That's what you have to ask yourself. Are you ready to start a business and be uncomfortable and grind for it? You know, don't just, oh, how do I get my dealer's license? You know, that's easy. Getting a dealer's license is easy. They're gonna grant you the dealer's license because they're gonna, you know, who's not gonna take your money? You know, if a bond, hey, you need a bond, I'm gonna take your money. You know, hey, you know, the used car commission, hey, you know, this person not going to stay in business, baby. They okay. Hey, if you don't stay in business long, you know, it's going to be somebody else in your building that's going to pay the used car commission. So they're going to take your fee. They might, you know, even if your building, even if you last 3 months, they're going to say, oh, you know, if the application was 600, okay, you lasted 3 months. Somebody else moves in, they get another 600. They don't work out, somebody else moves in, they get another 600. And then that person that's renting it out, hey, they getting this money, you know. So who's not going to take your money? You know, that's easy. Getting the dealer's license, that's easy, because who's not going to take your money? They're going to grant you this, but then it's all on you to see if you're going to be able to make money. You know, because now everything is dependent on you. You don't have nobody to count on except yourself. So you have to keep answering yourself: are you ready to start a business? Do you have everything in order to start a business? Or is it structured? Do you know how you're going to run your business? You know, yeah, you can hop right in and try to figure it out, but that's a lot harder, because you're gonna do you ask yourself, and this is, so if you've been watching all the video, just ask yourself, you know, it's easier when it's me and them and my partners, and we all chip in, you know, 2,000, 3,000, whatever it costs. Or it was like, at the beginning, it was like 2,000, like $2,200 a piece, you know, because we found a place where the rent is cheap. We got the landlord is cool, you know, he blesses with a cheap rent. My overhead of bills is low, so you have to account for your overhead and bills. Like, is how much money do you have to make? And ask yourself, I'm gonna just say, do you have 10 to 15 grand yourself just to shell out? Do you just have 10 to 15 grand? I'm gonna just say 10 to 15 grand. That's on the low end. I'm giving you the lowest possible. You finding a place that rent is cheap. You getting your bond, your insurance, and depending on your driving record and insurance and everything, and how long is it going to take, because you're going to at least have to pay, because dealer's license, they all fall on different days. So you're going to have to pay at least 2 to 3 months of rent. So you already have to pay your first and last month's rent. Then you're going to have to pay 2 more rent. So you're going to have to pay at least 4 months possibly of rent, you know, because you're going to have to pay first and last, you know, the deposit. So that's first and last. So then you have to either wait, you know, if you catch it on time on your dealer's license. So yeah, I'm gonna say at least bare minimum you're gonna have to come pay 3 months of rent before you even get to sell one car. You're gonna have to be 3 months of rent, insurance, all your other bills on top of that. So, you know, are you ready to start this business? You know, yes, you can get your dealer's license, but ask yourself before you next time. I'm not trying to deter any of you guys away and answering how to get your dealer's license in this state. But ask yourself, are you ready to start a business? Because I suggest, like, man, flipping cars, you can do this. You don't have to get no dealer's license. Just stay flipping the cars. Like, yes, you get a dealer's license, and yes, you might link up with other people and stuff. Like, I mean, you get the opportunity to buy more cars, man. My best advice, I mean, if you're looking, go look online, Google it, find a broker, man. Sign up with a broker, you know, pay them, you know, $100, $200 a month, and have them find you the car, you know, and just sign up with a broker. Why, if you don't have to, if you working a job and you making good money and you got benefits and whatever, why? Just flip one car a week. Just do, like, flip one car a week. Just say, it took you 1 week to sell, or flip. Just say you're a person, you working your job, you making, even if it's 500 a week. So you flip one car and you make 1,000 off that car, or if you got the money saved up, just make a bigger flip. You know, just say you making, I'm gonna just say 1,000. So you make a 500. You add an extra 1,000 to your, now you got 1,500 a week. So now you the person making $2,000 a month. Now that 2,000 turns into what? 6,000. So now you done made your extra 4,000, and just keep doing it like that. Why stress yourself or having to run a business when you don't have to? if you don't have to, or if it don't make sense to you, or if you just like me, I was just tired of working for other people. I was tired of working on people's schedule. And I found something where my overhead is low and I can do it. I can sell cars and still do other things respectfully. So if you can find a situation like that, hey, be my guest. I know a lot of people don't like working for other people, but think about it. Like, say you making 1,000, like so instead of that 500, you're making a 750 a week. So now you got 1,750 a week. All you have to do is flip one car. You don't have to. That's one car, man. Just flip one extra car a month, or just take your time and flip one extra car a month. Just say you making 1,000 a week. Boom, boom, boom. And just say you take your time and sell one car extra a month, and you profit 2,000, 2,500. So on top of that 1,000 you making a week, so you making 4,000 a month. Just add 2,000 extra dollars onto it. Now you at $6,000 a month. Now you done upped your income. And you can just do that flipping one car a month, 1 to 2 cars a month. That's it. All you have to do, you got 30 days to flip 1 to 2 cars and add you an extra. You can make $1,500 per car. And this is, you're in a better situation because y'all can get yes, you can sign up with a broker and have them go buy your cars. Yes, the auction cars sell cheaper at the auction. But if you go on Marketplace and look at somebody that's selling the car because they selling the car because they need money to pay their bills or whatever, and that car makes sense to you, and you feel like, okay, I can put an extra little touches on this car and make some money. So go buy that. You can go buy that car and test drive it more than what you can do at the auction. Like at the auction, all I can do is see the car coming through, and if there's on a red light, even if I spend $3,000 for the car, it's still as is. It's nothing I can do. At least when you're there, you can drive it. You can bring your scan tool and check the car out and look it over and let it run and everything like that. At the auction, it's like that. And sometimes you're looking at an online auction where you can't even see the car in person. So it's like that. Snap of a finger, the car's through. Bam. Okay. 1 minute. Bam. Next car. 1 minute. Next car. Boom. So why do that? When literally y'all can just work the job that you stay working. Look on Marketplace. Oh, okay. Bam. This is the list of cars. Let me go check out these 3 cars on my off day. Buy one. Flip that one. Come on now. You can put $2,000 in your pocket that easy. Why? Like, y'all, you got the access to the Marketplace, Craigslist, or whatever, if you got the time. So you can just add to your income. Like, I'm not, like, so, again, so if you're asking about part 2 or part 3 about the dealer's license, ask yourself, are you ready to start a business? That's all all I want you to know. And when you come to me and ask me, like, hey, can you make how to get your dealer's license in my state or whatever, ask yourself, are you ready to start a business? Are you ready to shell out $10,000 to $15,000? Are you ready to put 10? Are you ready to put 10 to 15,000, or do you want to just stay flipping 1 or 2 cars a month? Do you want to shell out 10 to 15,000, or do you just want to flip 1 or 2 cars a month and make your extra 4,000 on whatever you making now? Do you want to do it that way? Or you can just make 4,000 a month just selling 2 cars. You don't even have to have no extra job. If you got some money saved up, instead of the 10 to 15,000 you're gonna do to get a dealer's license, flip 2 cars a month, 3 cars a month. If you can flip 3 cars a month, 3 cars a month. Come on now. Like I said, go get you a broker. Me, I'm not a broker. And no, I don't let people sign up under my license. Like, either you're a partner that you're paid in and we're all splitting these bills together. I don't do the broker or letting you be in another state about. No, I don't do any of that stuff. Like, either you're here in Oklahoma and you're a part of the business, you're signed in on as a business, as a salesman on the business or a partner on this business, and we all paying our money and we all can do our own thing. But if y'all haven't already, like this video, subscribe. I know it's drug on longer than what y'all want. Y'all might have even turned it off earlier, but if you watch the video all the way through, I hope you learned something. And like I said, if you're ready to start a business, let me know, because then I'll go and show you exactly all the steps you need to do to get your dealer's license, which all the steps to get your dealer's license in every state is basically the same. The hardest part is, I'm going to tell you right now, the hardest part about getting your dealer's license in each state is the property. Wherever your property is, that's your biggest cost. All the other stuff is minor. The two biggest costs is your property and your insurance. That's it. All the other stuff is minor. All the little knick-knack stuff like bonds and all that stuff, that's minor. All main thing is, do you have money for your property and your insurance? All the rest of the stuff you can knock out so quickly. But once again, I'm out. Peace.